If you look up U.S. Route 191, Wikipedia says, the route between Springerville and Morenci was designated a National Scenic Byway and given the name of Coronado Trail Scenic Byway, as this approximates the path taken by Francisco Vázquez de Coronado between 1540 and 1542. This is a very dangerous mountain road with many sharp curves and little or no shoulders on steep cliffs. Okay, that's all true. It used to be Highway 666, and it's still called the Devil's Highway. But let's get this out of the way right now. The reason it was 666 is because it was the sixth branch attached to its parent highway, the famous and fun Route 66. So Beelzebub had nothing to do with it. The number was changed to 191 because people kept stealing the signs. Route 191 is a bucket list drive of curves starting in the remote town of Morenci, Arizona. And Morenci exists for one reason: the mine. It's one of the largest copper reserves in the world. A massive amount of earth has been moved around. Giant trucks haul their loads out of the pit, and miles of conveyor lines around the site dump dirt into growing piles. Since 191 cuts right through the mine, the right-of-way goes to the trucks and tractors. The driver of a mining truck can be 20 feet above the road, so every pickup carries a high-vis flag on a long mast so the big trucks can see them. The large buckets of the mining trucks take a beating, and when they need to be replaced, they're moved here where they're lined up like giant discarded tortoise shells. The bright yellow ones are new, and the crane is used to lift them on and off the trucks. At the Scenic View turnoff, you get a great view of the open pit. Way across on the other side, that trail of small black dots is 20 loaded monster trucks climbing up the road. One of their tires is on display to show the size of these machines, and you get a feel for the colossal work being done here. They're literally moving mountains. Back on the road, the mine complex extends to the right and far to the left as you continue north. Heading up a narrow valley, the road switches back on itself at the first hairpin turn. And Wikipedia was right. There aren't any shoulders. At the second hairpin is a pullout, where you get a good view back down the valley for a final glimpse of the mine between the hills. Looking the other way, you see the first of 90 miles of twisting curves that puts Route 191 high on the list of fun drives. Higher up the hills, the view opens up, revealing the mountain ridges of southeastern Arizona. At Milepost 192, 23 twisted miles past the mine, the road straightens out onto a wide grassy plateau. It's pure relaxed enjoyment as the car streams past the dry grasses. Down from the plateau, the curves tighten up again and you're back in alert mode, looking for any hazards on the road. This is elk country after all. Almost to Milepost 225 is the turn to Blue Vista Scenic Overlook, perched at 9,184 feet on the Mogollon Rim. This narrow road leads to a small parking lot with a picnic area, restrooms, and great views to the sky islands of Mount Graham, Pinal Peak, and Mount Turnbull. Just a couple miles later is a badly burned stretch of forest. Lightning often starts the fires, but the Wallow Fire in 2011 that destroyed 550,000 acres is a harsh reminder of human carelessness. It burned the beauty out of the landscape. But the green returns at Hannegan Meadows. That's the meadow on the right. And on the left is the lodge, built in 1926 when the highway first opened. Inside, you'll find all the comforts of a log cabin. A couple cozy sitting rooms, a large fireplace, and a woody dining room in the newer addition. More cabins for the fishers, hikers, and cross-country skiers who escape to this quiet area are scattered outside. I saw something out my side window and wanted to get a closer look. The remnants of this old settlement, still standing, are a testament to the sturdy construction and sheer solid weight of the wooden trunks used in construction. The mortar filler is long gone, but the building's lichen-covered bones are firmly anchored to the ground. Here is one of the nicest stretches of the road. On high alert and scanning ahead, you can still enjoy the perfectly placed curves alternating left and right through the forest. Highway 191 attracts driving enthusiasts of the two-wheel variety too. I saw a lot more motorcycles than cars. In the small town of Alpine, elk grazed in every field. The pace is slow here, and every corner I turned felt like walking along a timeline backwards. After 90 miles of twisting, turning, and focused driving, the Sportsman's Lodge was a welcome stop for the night. The next day, I crossed over into western New Mexico, headed south, and then looped back into Arizona. Descending from the mountain pass, you could see Morenci Mine again in the distance. Reaching the abandoned drive-in theater at Three-Way, Arizona, signaled completion of the long loop started yesterday, many, many turns ago.